Morning, Edward. If I go mute real fast, it's because I'm on the phone with Comcast. So when it rains, it pours, you know? Morning, Jim. Like I said, if I go mute real fast, it's because I'm on the phone with Comcast. Or Xfinity, whatever. Yes. So my phone is it active now? Okay, thank you very much. Hey, and my billing cycle will still be the end of the month, right? Okay,
Yeah, the next bill is 40.39 and it's due on November 25th.
okay, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Anything else?
Nope. Good man. God bless. Bye-bye. TJ, Jim. Well, I guess it's all taken care of. I was on the phone with them for 35 minutes. They shut my phone off. Ed Hassig, hello, good morning. TJ is here. I don't think he's working today. Are you, TJ? Think you close on Sunday. I could be wrong. TJ, I was on the phone with customer service at Comcast Xfinity. Somehow or another, my cell phone got turned off and I had to get it turned back on. That's my only phone. And so I called them up and we talked and they checked records and whatever, and they turned my phone back on. Jim, don't give TJ a hard time. That's just his personality. In fact, Jim, I'm gonna check my phone and make sure it's working. I'm gonna call you. Okay, just wanted to make sure my phone was working. Okay, thanks, buddy. Bye. And my phone's back working again. Brenda, good morning. I know you were gonna go play golf today. Oh, Boone. Calm your ass down, please. Let me get your eyes. Let me get your eyes. You're such a butthead. I'm gonna go let Boone out real quick. Keep an eye on it for me, will you? He's out. Of course, the door is a crack, so he can get in and out, but doesn't do a lot for my heating bill, but is what it is. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Oh, good morning, Dre. Must be still in Vegas. Yeah, that was 50 years ago. That's right, Ed. Hello, Dre. I take it you're still in Vegas, right?
What balance are you trying to achieve with the? Yep, still in Vegas. Today's day 2. We're gonna have I did a video this morning, about 20 minutes ago, outlining the events for today. But yesterday was a nice event.
How many people are attending?
Bob said he had 81 signed up. I would say, according to what I saw at the mixer last night, we were close to that number. I said there were at least 50 to 60 folks there last night. But like I say, you have a lot of folks who, like me, I brought my wife up and everything else.
Right.
and Tom have a good group of volunteers that work with them. They're great and stuff. So they have a lot of folks who man the sign up tables, who get people wherever they need to go to, far as what direction and where everything was at. So yeah, they're a fairly well organized machine.
A host committee where they really host you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's always somebody there. So basically that frees up Tom and Bob to do a lot of the smoozing, making sure they get around and, you know,
See
greet
everybody.
everybody personally and everything else, because their wives are there and they got friends of their wives manning the tables and passing out the swag gear, which I haven't even gotten to my bag yet. I don't even know everything I got in. I know the t-shirts are there. Let me go get a bag and see what's in it.
So how's the weather been? Good?
All the weather's excellent. Excellent weather. Like I said, it was nice yesterday. This is the lanyard you get, you
Oh,
check
yeah.
in, then you get your badge and everything. And let me see, you get this year, they got hats.
Oh, yeah.
Got some hats this year. And like I said, a t-shirt. You can hold that up. This is what's on the front of the t-shirt there. And it has all the sponsors.
All the sponsors on the back.
Yeah, all the sponsors on the back and stuff.
Here comes Justin.
Yeah. And let me see what else we got in here. Okay, that was it. So, like I said, for the $49, you got yourself a hat and a t-shirt. And like I said, they got some more hand out the prizes today, because when you sign in, they take part of your.
They put you in a drawing type of thing.
They put you in a drawing and stuff. So yeah, there's always more opportunity to get more stuff. And like I said, each event, I don't know if they did anything last night, but today, I think for breakfast, supposed to be doing a couple of drawings, and then at the fly-in will be the main drawings there, I believe. I'm just looking forward to, like I said, we have the panel discussion today at breakfast. And then I want to see what kind of demo the local PD is going to put on and go from there. So,
You hit up the casino at all yet?
what's
Or
that?
not really? I said, you hit up the casino at all yet or not? You're not really doing that?
I can barely hear you, Justin.
He wants to know if you hit up the casino yet.
No. I don't gamble, dude. That's not my thing. My wife's the one-armed bandit. I don't gamble.
So has she been hitting it?
No, because see, I had the car yesterday because she couldn't make her way in the resort we're at. We don't have any casinos in the resort itself where we're at, so she would have to walk down to South Point to hit up the casino. So that's the closest one to us, is South Point.
Well, before you leave, you're going to have to let her get a little bit in, right?
Yeah, I think between breakfast this morning and the fly-in, I'm gonna probably take her over there. We'll probably have lunch there and let her get a little exercise her arm a little bit.
I could just see him now. What are all these Uber charges? Did you go to Laughlin?
Yeah. Well, also, like I said, on the tickets when you check in, I almost forgot about that. Like today, you got your breakfast ticket and stuff, and then later on, if you want to eat at the fly-in, you get a $10 off coupon off the food trucks. So I was like saying yesterday, they give you quite a bit for the $49 that you pay. You get it's worth it. It's worth it. Like I said, these guys do a good job. the sponsors, I really helped them out getting the sponsors and everything else. So, you can't say, you know, you didn't get your money's worth, that's for sure.
You know how we were talking yesterday, Dre, about how Vegas has kind of turned their way from the common day, like everyday man to a
Mm-hmm.
certain extent. Apparently,
Yeah, they were-
Laughlin has played off of that, and apparently Laughlin's doing really well right now because they're like catering to those people now.
Well, like
I
I
heard they
said,
got some good deals.
yeah, a lot of places got good, but Laughlin, I guess they lost one of the casinos that, I want to say the Riverboat one or whatever. It
Oh,
started sinking.
yeah, I know which one you're talking about. What is it
Yeah,
called?
yeah, like a big giant paddle wheel.
It's a river
Yeah,
something.
yeah, it's something river something. And I said, so that was shut down. So you only have I think there's only two other casinos, large ones there, unless they built some more last time I was there and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, when I got in town, you know, the mayor met me and gave me the key to the city and all that kind of good stuff. And I said, let's keep it low key, dude. Yeah,
Lay down, Boone.
yeah.
They have the Golden
But
Nugget.
mainly,
the Harris.
all the events so far are over here, which is basically a suburb of Vegas, where we're actually doing everything is Henderson, which is just south of Vegas. I mean, I can see the airport and the strip from my resort and stuff. But yeah, that's where we're actually at. Now my phone, it says I'm in something called what do you call it? They say I'm in Enterprise Vegas, which I ain't never heard of. So I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, nice facility. Well, I guess they have this big old huge multi uh they call it multi-generational facility where
Not
they
bad little
had the
gym.
classes at. Yeah, they had a big old giant outdoor pool. I guess they have a minor league hockey team here of the Golden Knights. They call them the Silver Knights. They play at that facility. It's huge. So
What's up,
it was
Edward,
nice.
Jim, Frank, Mark? How's it going, Russell? Oh, Jim was talking in the chat there. You didn't see that. He said,
Did
"Thank
Jim
you."
change his name or something?
Remember, they're
another Jim?
using everybody's handles now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you got to get used to the handles now because that's what you're gonna
Yeah,
see.
UU2SV or whatever it says there,
Yeah.
USB something. Yeah, okay.
Which everybody can go in and change their handles to whatever they want as long as somebody else doesn't already have that one. But
I never even bothered with that stuff. It was like I'm here and I'm here. And that's about it. That's why I'm familiar because I don't think mine has changed.
no, but you can
So
go in and customize it though. That's the thing. You don't have to use what
yeah,
you see.
yeah.
It's just two people. That's the one thing two people cannot use the same of. So if like you wanted to do Draymond Crawford one and somebody already had that, you'd have to change the one to a two.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I wish they would do that with channel names.
Well, you
Like,
got you lost yours a long time ago.
oh, that was the one I had before this one.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm saying like it would be nice though if they did that because sometimes you'll go to look up at somebody's channel and there's fucking 35 channels and then all of them are like dead channels too. There'll be like one
Yeah.
subscriber, two subscribers. They ain't uploaded shit in 5 years and YouTube's just letting the channel sit there.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if the channel's not getting used, they need to start killing them.
Yeah,
Get rid of
like I
all the
said,
riffraff.
that's why I said when you look people up, even when they come in the chat, you go to the channel and they have no videos and no subscribers. You know, you get a little sketchy about who is this, you know?
Well, the biggest thing to look at is how long the account's been around, because normally troll accounts aren't more than a month old.
Mm-hmm.
But some people are just watchers, so they don't upload anything. They just
Yeah,
that's all they do.
yeah, that's true. Everybody's not a content creator. And I have to, but it is get that it's just a red flag for me. When I see that, I'm like, okay, do I subscribe to this person or whatever? You never know.
Well, I'll
My
tell you from Paul's experience, most of the channels that have come in to troll him were always like a month or two old. And then the ones that have come
Mhm,
in and actually been cool and they've come around a bunch, those ones they've been
mhm,
on since like 2014 or something
yeah,
crazy, a long time.
yeah. Yeah, I just try to be cautious. I don't need no bots or malware crap and whatever else these knuckleheads try to spread, think they're funny,
Oh,
you
your
know.
channel will get bots attached to it. You just won't know it.
Hmm. Yeah.
It happens to everybody's channel because especially when they were doing that shit where they were the minute you would upload a video, almost instantly you'd get your first comment and it'd be some like link to something. And that was because
Hmm.
the bots are attaching to your accounts. And then they're just waiting for you to upload a video so they can be the first one to put that up there.
Hmm.
Try to get people to click on it. I mean, they've gotten better at stopping that, but
Uh,
because now you can't even put a link in somebody's stuff unless you're, well, I know in a live chat, you can't even put a link in unless you're a moderator. Otherwise, they'll
oh,
just
okay.
graze it out. I mean, you can copy and
Mm,
paste it, but
right. Okay. Well, good morning, Edward.
and
Yeah.
YouTube will actually block people from saying certain shit if they're not a moderator too. Like if you go into somebody's channel and you're gray and you say,
Mhm.
"Hey, come check out my channel," it won't even go through.
Oh, wow. Now, that's something you set up or is it automatically in YouTube now?
No, that's something I figured out. Like
Oh, okay.
I saw people doing it. They would like write certain things in my chat. Like I'd have people come in my chat and they'd say, "Oh," and then they would write something and it would just disappear.
Hmm.
And then I've tested it on other people's live streams I wasn't a moderator on, and then I would refresh the chat and my thing would be gone.
Mhm. All right. So the weather today is, well, it's only 57 degrees now, but it's supposed to get up to about 79. So I say it's looks like a great day. Clear sky, 79 degrees. Just like yesterday, be no wind. But I don't plan on flying today. I just plan on try to get as many videos I can in. I haven't done hardly any videos in the last couple of months since things have been slowing down. So taking this opportunity to do as many
What's up,
videos I
TJ?
can this weekend.
What's up, TJ? You gonna fly the strip at all, or
No, no, I'm not interested in that crap, man. I mean, you have to basically get with somebody who lives out here that already has the pre-existing authorizations
does
and
it
stuff.
take a long time to get it?
Yeah, it takes a little bit to get, especially now with the shutdown that's going on. The FAA is not in no hurry to do any approve it. Like say, the strip is a zero grid, so you just can't get it through Lance like you used to. So you got to manually do it through the system. And like
Yeah.
last night, we were coming back from the mixer last night, and I could see the sphere from the freeway. You know, it was a distance away, but you could see the strip from miles away. And where we were coming from, there the airports between that and the other side of the airport is the strip. So
Well,
you don't have to
the
actually be
land
on the
there is
strip.
pretty flat, right? Don?
Yeah, I mean, you got mountains in a distance. I mean, Las Vegas is similar to where I live at, where uh, there's mountains, but they might be. It's like mountains. There are a range of them, but the terrain where the city is built is fairly flat. You don't have
Yeah,
any
it's
hills blocking from one side of Vegas to the other. If it was something well lit up, you can see it from miles away.
oh, you can start to see it when you hit state line. You can see the glow from it.
Yeah, yeah. And now
Is
state
Circus
line is
Circus still
big.
there?
Far
Yeah.
as I know, Paul, they're down there. It needs to be seriously revamped from the last time I visited in there and stuff. I hear they're trying to get, redo remodeling or whatever, because it was looking very run down last time I was inside of it.
Sketchy, huh?
Yeah, I watched a couple people that did some reviews on their hotel rooms. And they
Mhm.
were, man, that place was pretty nasty. It's almost at the
Yeah.
point where they might have to just tear it down and rebuild something else there.
Could well be. Now I said when I passed through State Line, completely dead, dude. All the casinos are empty. And then I think they had the one just past, I mean, just as you get closer to Vegas, there's that one hotel there. It's actually boarded up.
Yeah, the one
It's
that's a little
called
bit past Buffalo Bills, about 5 miles
yeah,
or so.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
called Terribles or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's completely boarded up.
Uh,
Dude,
What's up,
Buffalo Bills
Al?
was hopping back in the 90s, man. We used to go there all
Yeah,
the time.
well, like I said, we used to go there quite a bit with my wife's sister because they used to have a lot of the oldie groups, from the 70s and 80s used to perform there. And we would go there and go to the concerts because concert tickets were pretty cheap, maybe anywhere between 25 to maybe $35 for concert tickets. And you see a lot of the groups from the 70s and 80s and stuff. And so, plus you got the casinos there and everything. The food was kind of questionable thing there. They had a Denny's inside, which was so-so. And then it was kind of hit and miss on the other dining facility there. I mean, at one time they had a built-in McDonald's that was there. And something else was in there too.
Yeah, I saw a guy do a walkthrough the last week it was open, and it was sad looking in there. Like all the
Mhm.
stores were closed. There was only a few things open.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you used to have that outlet mall at the very end of the facilities there. That closed up. The pandemic crushed that. Pandemic just crushed that completely, the outlet mall. And like I said, even after the pandemic, we did go back up there when they reopened to see a concert. But it was, like I said, it was on his last leg, man. The pandemic has just ravaged a lot of smaller operations. That's why I wasn't sure about what's going on in Laughlin, because, like I said, I see other people do trips, and I remember that one I watched where they said that the whatever it was, Riverboat or whatever it's called, was sinking, so they had to close it down.
Riviera, I think is what it was called.
Was it the
Riviera,
Riviera?
the Riviera, I think was the
Yeah, it
name
might
of it.
have been. Yeah, I just remember staying there one time. Well, I haven't been back to Laughlin since. I was early, might have been mid-2000s. I was last time I was out there and stuff.
I don't know. Apparently, they're doing pretty decent at the moment because like I said, they're kind of going back to the old Vegas style of catering to everyday people instead of just
Yeah,
rich.
well, one of the biggest things in Vegas and Laughlin area was, the food was cheap years
Uh-huh.
ago, real
Yep.
cheap.
Even hotel rooms, you got really good deals.
Yeah, you got some good deals, hotel room, but people gonna eat is one of the big things. So, if you can go there and get a nice steak and, lobster, what they was steak and lobsters back in the day, and you can get that for $15,
Yep.
And nowadays you can't go nowhere close. Just buying a couple of Cokes will cost you $15.
Yeah.
Are you in the hotel right? Are you in the lobby of the hotel right now, Dre, in Vegas,
I'm in my
or?
I'm in my room at my timeshare. I'm watching the Formula One sprint
He's
race
not
right
in a
now as I'm
hotel,
talking to you guys.
TJ.
Oh, is that you're at one of those timeshare things?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember we used to go to the massive buffets and they were like $10 a person. Now they're like
Yeah,
60,
it used to be like,
$60,
$10 a
$80.
head, stuff like that. Now, last time we went to a buffet, I think it was something like 35, $40, maybe more than that a head. I'm like, dude, for that kind of money, I just order a meal that I actually want, just
I think when I was back in Vegas back in the late 70s, early 80s, you could get a breakfast buffet for $4.99.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was part of the draw that you wouldn't spend a lot of money on food.
Gamble.
So, yeah, you were gambling. Yeah, that was a big thing. You gambled, and you had to worry about trying to eat afterwards. As long as you had like $5 in your pocket, you can find somewhere to eat.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the food in Vegas is all right. I was there one time. I wanna go back, but we were there for like a big pool tournament, so
Mm-hmm.
we ate at the lobby of the hotel where we stayed at because there were like some restaurants and shit in the hotel, and so like we ate there. It was all right. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the price we're talking about. Like the food's decent. It's just like I said, in the matter of 15, 20 years, the price has gone up by like 200%. It's
Mhm.
gone from like $10, $15 a head to, I've seen some, the last time I was there, we went to a buffet, it was $60 a person.
Yeah.
And that was like
Like I say,
12 years ago.
yeah, like I say, it's shot up, you know. And like you said, they may be trying to, bring it back down because like I said, it gets to a point where you price yourself out of the market, and that's with anything, you get popular and you start inching the price up and it gets to a point where people are starting to back away because you have priced yourself out of the market. It doesn't carry the value that it once had.
Yeah, that's what that study that UNLV did was talking about
Mhm.
that. Like, cause you go into these stores now, like, or you go into these casinos and it's nothing but high end fucking shopping
Mhm.
stores like Versace
Right.
and all that. It's just like all these really expensive shops that the everyday person normally doesn't shop at.
Mhm. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, you almost have to be, a millionaire to go there and have a real blast.
Yeah, I mean,
If you're trying to if you're trying to experience the strip
well, like I said,
experience.
that's the image they have built over the last, especially the last 30 years. Is that they want to be that baller party, atmosphere. And like you said, they have priced themselves out of the average guy's pocketbook. And unless you come, you're as they say high roller type, that's when you really get all the top line amenities
Mhm.
and stuff.
Because one of the things they were talking about was they were walking through the casinos and they were looking at the different tables and like all the $5 minimum like blackjack tables and
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
Nobody was playing at them. It was
Yeah.
all the high roller areas were the only places that
Hmm.
really had a lot of people in it. And it's just
Yeah.
because the everyday person isn't coming in there, and a millionaire don't want to come in there and play $5 hands. They're in
Right.
there to play
Yeah.
$1,000 hands.
Yeah. And then when you have a large open floor, what do people who ain't playing do? They want to watch. They want to watch the big players. They don't
The
want to
big
watch the
play,
five
yep.
dollar player.
Yeah.
I
They want to see
remember
the guy.
I remember I went down to the casino down on the main street downtown, the old one.
Uh-huh.
And some guy that we were all standing around watching the crap table, it must have been 100 people watching. And some guy rolls up and plops $10,000 on the field.
Mm.
Oh
And
wow.
they rolled the dice and it was gone. He whips out another pocket, another 10 grand, did it 3 times.
Wow.
And
Damn.
he went past me in the crowd, just kind of talking to us. Well, I guess that didn't work.
Yeah.
So
Like I
he
said,
ended up losing all his money then.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
god.
like I say, the people crowd around the tables to see stuff like that, to see a guy win or see a guy lose
Yep.
a lot of money real quick.
Yeah, you're living vicariously through somebody else. You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, you go to the $5 table, that guy be there 8 hours trying to make some money. They say, I might as well just sit and went to work.
Up and
See, what you
down, up
gotta
and down, up and
what you gotta
down.
do is you gotta go to like the craps table and get up next to the millionaire that's throwing tons of money down and come his lucky charm, and he
Mhm.
might slip you a chip when he's done.
Yeah.
Be his hype man for about an hour.
Boone, it's only
Oh,
35
that
years.
was like that lady I was watching freaking when I was in Vegas that one day at the Bellagio, and they had one of those
Go lay
big
down.
oversized slot machines,
Go
and
lay
it was
down.
$1,000 chips, like a
Yeah.
coin to play.
Lay
And she
down.
had two security guards with her with two big ass trays, just sitting there, just dropping them in there, pulling the thing, dropping it in there, pulling it. There was a whole red rope around it and everything. I was
Mm.
like, damn, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it was sad though when I saw that guy do it was Tim Walks, I think was the name of the channel that did it, where he went through state line. And he was showing up
Mhm.
all the casinos that were already closed, and then he went into Buffalo Bills it was the very last week they were open.
Yeah, because the one across the street, Whiskey Pete, that thing,
Oh, Whiskey
it had
Pete's
been
over
hanging
there.
on by a thread even when the Buffalo Bills was doing okay. That thing it was just tired looking, dude. You walk
Yeah.
inside, it's like walking to an old bowling alley.
Yeah, Whiskey Pete's was built back in what, like the 50s or 60s, a long
I don't
time
know
ago.
when it was built, but it was just looking sad, man. And like I say, they had you got Buffalo Bills on the other side of the freeway and the Prim and stuff. The Prim was kind of like the fancy of all of them and stuff was the Prim. But yeah,
What's up, Dusty?
we drove through Thursday. It was looking I think the only cars were at the gas stations. That was it.
Yeah, it's pretty sad to see for sure. Because like I said, we spent a lot of time because back in the 90s, like when my dad and them wanted to go to the casino, they didn't want to drive all the way to Vegas. You know, it was
Yeah.
only an hour to get to a state line, another hour
Hmm.
from there or whatever, or
Yeah.
another 45 minutes from there to Vegas. And you didn't have to fight a
Hmm.
bunch of traffic in the middle of the week or
Right.
on a Thursday night. It was good you left on a Thursday night
Well, like I said,
because you would
I
have
knew
been.
because of the split holiday weekend, it was going to be hit or miss. And like I say, leave on a Thursday, traffic was very light coming in, and we're going to get out of here fairly early Sunday morning heading back because like I say, with that holiday being on a Tuesday, which is odd, you know, like I say, like you said, your school took the Monday off, but a lot of folks are sticking with that Tuesday.
No, they switched it. We have to take the Tuesday off now.
Oh, take Tuesday off now? Okay, I
Yeah,
thought you said you
apparently
did
they weren't
because.
allowed to switch it because it was a federal holiday. So they
Oh,
tried
okay.
to, but then they
Yeah.
were told they couldn't.
Yes, I mean,
So
well, I mean, it helps out better because that have now who wants to come to work on a Monday and you off the next day?
and that's what everybody was complaining about, all the bus
Yeah, it's like
drivers
that,
and teachers.
that makes it weird, but like I say, most folks gonna take that Monday off. So I expect traffic coming into Vegas is gonna be heavy Sunday for folks who didn't get off for the regular weekend, and they're gonna spend Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, drive back Tuesday night back into California. So
Yeah,
we'll
because
see.
I'll wait and see on Monday how many drivers call in because I already bet there's going to be at least 10 or 15.
Hey, Dusty, that guy taught yesterday, the first part, which I live streamed on the class I was in, like I said, for me, it was a review. There was I would say majority of people there that were just beginners or had not done a lot of mapping, so they learned a lot. But the second half, which my laptop didn't have enough charge to live stream that part, he started getting into LiDAR, which was very interesting. Portion of it, and also some programs that are online that you can use for free to
What's up,
create
Nathan?
a 3D model and actually add a figure into it like a regular video game. Because he says this company that makes the software it's a online software company that you could upload your data to and create these 3D models that you flew. And it's pretty fascinating. He said he used the same engine as gaming programmers use. So that's the second part was very interesting. How far the technology has come.
Dusty, you got to use apps like Robinhood and stuff if you want to buy share stocks. You got to find a application to do that. Like Robinhood's one that you can use if you want to buy stocks through them.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a portfolio built right into the application.
East Coast, get a hold of a stockbroker. They'll help you out.
No, these days you don't need that. I mean, there's so many apps legitimate apps you can download and just start an account with them. Put whatever amount of money you want in and buy how many shares you want. And you can buy
Dusty,
and trade too.
this guy showed us a camera yesterday. It's about $4,000 for this camera. It's a handheld camera, and it uses Glosson spatial type technology. Some of the drones have it, but it's basically for interior mapping. And they say it's probably the most realistic of any device that's come out yet.
Real
And I
estate
mean,
type stuff,
he's-
huh?
Yeah, he showed us examples of it, of him doing the interior of an office space, and it looks very good, very good.
There's a link, Dusty, if you want to check it out. They do have an application you can download on your phone too. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, how Elon got that $1 trillion payout from Tesla.
Hmm.
He'll be the first trillionaire.
Yeah.
Morning, Ed.
All right, guys, I gotta get off, get cleaned up. Like I say, breakfast starts around 8:30, so I need to get up and get ready to get out of here.
Okay,
Oh,
Dre.
Trey,
Have
did
a
you
good
hear what,
breakfast.
before you leave, did you hear what Dominic did yesterday? He went all the way in the city to the DJI store to go to a class. Dominic did. Got there and
Uh-huh.
found out it wasn't until next week.
He must have walked for 20 minutes to get in the place because it was in
Oh,
a big
yeah.
shopping mall.
Yeah, and he had to take the train all the way into the city too.
That's
Oh,
pretty
wow.
funny.
Yeah, did you hear what he told Art?
Oh,
He
man.
didn't tell him he'd gone on the wrong day. He said, "Oh, I've got to go back again next week for part 2."
Part 2.
Uh,
Yeah, he just went in there for the information about the class. That was
Yeah.
part 1.
Mm.
What's up, Nathan? How's it going, man?
Good morning, Nathan. And he's been on for nearly 2 years, but no subs. So, do you want to make yourself
Ed, how you
know who
doing?
you are?
Oh, I think his name's Nathan.
Yeah, it says Nathan Swanson on his channel, or Svensson, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, so there's a drone show in Pompano later this evening that we might go check out.
Well, his shares would be private, Dusty, but you can still buy Tesla shares. The shares the companies get, I don't know if that's how they're paying them is in shares. But obviously when anybody buys shares, those are your private shares till you sell them. They belong to you until you decide to sell them, or the company goes under and then they're worthless. And they don't exist anymore.
Is that another gym we've got now, or has somebody
No, I
just
think he
changed the
changed.
name?
I think he changed his handle because I told him he could customize it.
He was UU2SV and now he's 29 whiskey.
No, Tesla is not a private company, Dusty. It's public. Now, Publix is a private company. Now, you have to work for Publix in order to be able to buy shares from Publix. But
Yeah, I think
Tesla is publicly traded.
I think you can only change your handle once every so often. It's not all the time. You can't do it again tomorrow. You've got to wait ages before you can do it again.
I know the name you can, I think it's every 2 weeks. You can do it. I'm not sure if you can change the handle multiple times though.
Mm.
No, but like I said, if you want to compare 2 companies, Publix is a privately traded company, which means you have to be an employee for them in order to own shares of the company. Where Tesla is a publicly traded company, anybody can buy shares of them.
Yeah, so Publix is like a cooperative.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's employee owned at that point.
Yeah.
Same with Wawa. I think Wawa is also employee owned too. The gas station, the gas station chain. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's every 2 weeks you can change it. All right. I know that for the name. Like I said, I'm not sure for the handle though. But yeah, I think he said it's every 14 days.
And it's not every channel that's got the handles on as well. There's a couple of them that have been at that are still using the channel name rather than the handles.
Unless they change their
kind of
handles to
myth.
their channel name.
No, because it doesn't have the @ symbol in front of it.
I haven't seen anybody without the @ symbol yet.
In fact, I was on, I think it was Johnny's last week, and everybody had an @ symbol except for Ray Kelly, who had Ray Kelly.
And you know what's cool too, Jim, is when you change your channel name or your handle, it will actually change it all in the previous chats you were in too. So if you go watch like a live stream from like 2 weeks ago, it will actually update your name automatically in the chat.
Well, that's kind of weird because like mine is my old one right now, but when you click on mine, it just says Giggles FPV, not TJ
Yeah, it
Giggles.
says when you go on your channel, TJ, it will say Giggles FPV, and then underneath it, it will say @TJ and Giggles and
See,
Drones.
look, watch DJ.
Oh,
See
for
right
real?
here. So you got Giggles FPV, which is your channel name, but this is your handle. So
Okay.
the problem is the thing is the handle can only one person can have that handle. If I wanted to do your handle, I would have to put like a 1 at the end or something, right?
Oh, gotcha.
So, but with the channel names, anybody can have that channel name. So if there was 20 Giggles FPVs out there and I went to YouTube searching your channel and I couldn't find it, you're better off giving somebody your handle because they can put that right in the search engine. It will take them right to your channel.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
you just copy it like that and then put it up in the search right here, and it will take you right to your channel.
Oh, huh.
So when you tell people about your YouTube channel, give them your handle, that one above below your channel name. Give them that.
Oh, gotcha. But you could just
I-
click on the icon too, and it'll do it too.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
somebody
will in the
has
chat,
never,
yeah.
in the chat, but if somebody's never been to your channel, like you're out and about, a customer comes in and wants to check out your channel, you're better off writing your handle down and just telling them put it in the search engine in YouTube. It'll take you right to my channel.
Oh, gotcha.
Or
But if you don't want that TJ Giggles and Drones as your handle, you can change it the same way as Jim's just done this.
mhm.
Oh,
You can customize it, but like I said, only one person can have your handle. So like, nobody can have the same 2 exact handles.
right.
Let's see here. I changed mine a while back. Let me see if I can remember how to do that.
Yeah, because yours is Digital Demon 85.
Yeah. I think you changed
Which I guess is the year you were born.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what you do, TJ, is go to your YouTube studio, but you have to do it on your computer. Go to YouTube studio, you go down to customization, and then you can set your handle right here.
Oh, gotcha.
And then it will tell you if somebody's already using that handle. If nobody's using it, it will allow you to save it. Otherwise, it will turn red and say you can't use it. So, but you can go in there and change it if you want.
So I just go on my. Well, I think I can do it from my phone too. Like, 'cause I
No,
have,
YouTube Studio. Well, you might be able to, but YouTube Studio on your phone is limited to what features you have when you go on the computer.
oh,
Like a lot of the features that are available on the computer aren't available on the phone app.
yeah, 'cause I don't know. I don't have.
I don't know if that Jim might have done it on his phone, so I'd assume he did his on his phone, so he might be able to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comes David.
But there's some features in the studio that are not.
Yeah,
that are
you
not-
can. You can do it on the phone, TJ. Click on the little icon with your avatar in the top right-hand corner, and it takes you to your account. Click on your name on the account and edit, and it'll take you through to all the things you can edit.
So, wait, do I just go to let's see.
You see the little picture of your avatar in the top right hand corner?
Right.
Click on that.
And then go into settings,
No, then it comes up with your name
right?
and the handle underneath
Uh,
it. And there's a pen next to it. Click on that.
Oh, okay. Oh. And then I could just
And then you
edit.
can just edit your handle.
It should have an @ symbol in front of it though.
Yeah, it has. It's got an @ symbol in front of it, and it's got a pencil next to it so that you can edit.
Yeah, because like I said, for some reason, YouTube with the YouTube Studio, not all features are available on the mobile version of the YouTube Studio.
So
There's some that you have to do through a computer, which I think is stupid since most people do a lot of YouTube on their phones.
Yeah, you can add
can
links
do it.
and edit your description as well.
So I can do it as the same name as my
Yeah.
as my channel name. I can just do Giggles FPV there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to have That's Funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I'll just do FPV. That's funny.
DJ, change it to what you want first, because if you change it, you can't change it for so long.
Yeah, that's what I said before.
You're stuck with it for quite a while.
Save. Giggles FPV. That's funny. Funny. Yeah, Dusty, I do have glasses. I just don't wear them. Like I'm supposed to wear them when I'm night driving, but
No, I didn't, Dusty. Unfortunately, I was. We were doing a lot of freaking beta testing last night, and then we were having issues with some of the scripts. So we were having to go through it by one line of code at a time, trying to figure out what the issue was. And we still didn't figure it out. We'd get one script working, and it would cause the other one not to work, and then we'd get the other one working, and
Hey,
cause
Jim.
that one not to work. It was a pain in the ass. And then I was getting all the SOPs done last night for the server too, so.
called Ouija. Man, you know what? To be honest, I haven't been in an accident in a while. Thank God. Knock on something.
You don't knock, you touch. Touch wood.
I've only been in 2 accidents. One, a deer hit me from the side going down the highway, and I got rear-ended by a drunk driver.
Oh shit.
So neither one of them were my fault. So.
I've only been involved with a few accidents. The worst one was when I got rear-ended and bumped into an egg.
Ew.
You didn't get it, did you?
I
Wait,
did.
what happened?
That's why I said you.
Got rear-ended and bumped into the egg.
Oh, he bumped into the egg. Oh.
Because there's a little sperm swimming around.
We was all trying to get away, and I got banged into.
I tried to call you, but it didn't work.
Pickle, will you shut up?
Yeah, Dusty. It wasn't, trust me, it wasn't that interesting. We were doing a lot of shit talking the whole time, but kept calling Wick dyslexic last night. Because it was me, Wick, and Simulation Gamer. He was in there. I wasn't actually doing the coding. I was just helping with it, but I was also doing SOPs last night too. So for the different jobs.
TJ, you got a big case of the itches and the scratches or what?
Something.
Maybe you need to get some of those little chew things that they have for dogs that'll scratch, you know, and you take one of those a day, you know?
That's funny.
Or a little bit of flea line on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flea line.
Yeah, have the wife get you a flea collar.
Yeah, that's what David AZ was saying.
Get yourself two, TJ, while on each arm and just pretend the wristbands.
Yeah, like instead of these, have the flea collar wristbands. Flea collar for teens.
Just go into the store and pick one up and take it home. And if they say, why'd you steal it? You say, well, it said flea. I thought it said free.
I don't know. The flea treatment I did worked pretty damn well. Spraying the yard down and getting it on the dogs and along with the flea collars worked pretty good. They haven't been scratching or anything. That flea treatment fucking stinks, man. The yard smells nasty for about 2 hours. You can't have the animals outside while it's kind of marinating, I guess. You're supposed to wait like 2-3 hours before you let the dogs out. But it's a 12-week treatment, and I got to do it again here in the next couple of weeks.
With a mic.
I'm not going to wait the full 12 weeks. I'm going to overlap it.
Someone in our local Aldi might be in trouble.
And take a flea bath.
Because the pallets of mince pies are coming and they're all free from instead of normal. Oopsies. Free from gluten, free from milk, free from taste. You got that many free from mince pies, they've actually reduced them.
What? Free from mince pies?
Yeah, the free from gluten,
That
free
means
from milk.
They just pies.
Yeah, probably. But no, they're free from gluten and milk and all that crap.
Yeah.
What I don't get is, you know, when people have these gluten allergies and milk allergies and stuff like that, do they really lose their taste buds? Because some of that shit is mank.
No, it's not really good for humans either, Dusty, but It's mainly if you ingest it. So you don't want your dogs out there like licking the, water off the grass or smelling it, stuff like that. You just put it down and then you go inside.
I was going to order some industrial strength white vinegar last night. Until the guy said it comes in a hazardous container. I was like, well, why would it come in a hazardous container? And he went, because it keeps melting the bottles. That ain't white vinegar.
We'll put it in a glass bottle then. It won't melt.
Ah.
the glass bottle. Yeah,
I don't want it. No.
Vinegar is acetic acid, so yeah, it will melt plastic eventually.
Eventually, but not instantly.
It will also make a right mess of your skin.
Well, this is the other problem. I actually wanted to use it to put on a few of the weeds that are growing underneath the window, not incinerate the flat. Tip it down and the flat just disappears. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, back in a minute.
Hold on, TJ, you having a problem itching in bed or something?
No, I've been sleeping on the couch every night because my back tends to hurt when I'm sleeping in the bed. So I just
Whoa, no. We're not buying that, TJ. Your back would hurt more on the sofa than it would in the bed.
No,
you've upset the missus, haven't you? She's kicked you out of bed.
No, it actually.
I don't blame her. You giggle too much. She's like, enough's enough. Your back ain't hurting anymore because you're not getting pushed out of bed. We know.
He giggles when he's sleeping too.
Exactly. I could just imagine him sleeping going, that's funny. And his missus just goes, get out the fucking bed.
That's funny.
Yeah, my stepmom used to wake up laughing like TJ. Or not wake up, but she'd be laughing in her sleep like as hard as TJ does. It's funny as shit. You would all of a sudden, like she'd be sleeping in a room, all of a sudden you'd hear her just start busting out laughing. And you walk in there and she'd be dead asleep.
What you ought to do, TJ, is buy your wife a present. Buy her a stun gun, and put it in the bedroom. Go to sleep.
But TJ, you definitely don't want to be sleeping on the sofa with a bad back.
I mean, if my back feels like straighter when I'm sleeping on the couch, and it feels better.
How can it be? You're crunched up.
Not really.
He's got an 8-foot couch.
Yeah.
Not like you guys over in England have a 4-foot couch. He's got an 8-foot couch.
Yeah,
a lot of people over
got
here.
to remember, you've got to get your ego on there as well.
Oh, on my sectional couch, I used to have just the end piece of it. You could lay down completely. It was a bed by itself. It was just one huge couch cushion, but it was long enough where a 6-foot person could lay down on it comfortably. You could sleep 3 people on the couch I used to have.
East Coast says he can make his wife laugh while sleeping, and she never remembers a thing when she wakes up. Well, I don't think you need to go in and tell us what you do to make her laugh, like whether you're kissing something or tonguing something. But yeah, okay.
And it all depends on the person. Some people like firmer, feel better sleeping on firmer mattresses, and
well, way back when I was younger, everybody wanted a water bed, and the water bed you jump on it and it would go up and down and roll over.
oh yeah, those were real popular back in like the
in the 70s.
70s and 80s.
Yep.
Yeah. was all fun until your dog jumped up there and popped the fucking mattress in the middle of the night. As I seen that happen quite a few times in my uncle's bed. It flooded his fucking bedroom. He used to have two big ass German shepherds, and every once in a while they'd jump on his bed and catch the bed the right way.
He'd wake up in the morning in the back garden.
I was over at my friend's house one time, and he had a water bed in his room, and we were fucking sleeping, and we woke up and we were both fucking soaking wet because there was this tiny little hole in his bed.
Yeah, that's your excuse.
Cole. Hey, Cole. Hey. Yes. Paul, Pickle's coming to live with you.
Well, get him a first class ticket.
Oh, don't worry. I intend to put him with a pilot. And Paul, your camera's gone blurred.
How tall are you, TJ?
I'm about 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember you being shorter than me.
Yeah.
Wasn't by much, but you were a little shorter than me.
He's
Don't
just
worry,
a smart
TJ.
little peg.
DJ, that's not the department that what size matters. So don't worry about it.
Yep, you need big feet to stop you from falling over.
Depends on what stabbing you're on about, East Coast. If you're talking about the one last weekend, I'm not sure where you expect people to run. They were on a moving train.
No, for real, Dusty. I'm about like 5'7", 5'8". Or maybe I don't know, like maybe.
Or
Well,
maybe,
Dusty's only
maybe,
like 4'6", so it's a big difference.
Yeah, Dusty would give Bob Dempsey a run for his money.
I thought in America you measured yourselves on arts. I'm 4 arts and a half.
It's still tiny.
I'm not even sure whether Art is taller than Bob Dempsey or about the same size. Because Bob's only a little guy, isn't he?
Yeah. I know being short makes it hard to date, I'll tell you that.
ooh, excuse me.
Shit, your average girl will be like 5'2" to 5'6", 5'7". And a lot of girls don't like guys shorter than them, so
God, what's it? Facebook at the moment is full of women, girl dwarfs who are only about 3'9" to 4 foot tall.
What website have you been on, Mark?
They're all in bikinis and other stuff.
Well, we know what Mark's into.
There's loads of them now.
Yeah, Mark's into the little people.
he said I'm 5'5", assholes. Good, you're right at waist height for me, Dusty.
He's smaller than me.
Wait, was Dusty talking
Yeah,
about
I'm-
me, like not seeing me as Santa or somebody else?
He's talking about Bob Dempsey. I think.
Bob Dempsey.
Oh,
Just a minute, guys. Laura, you want to feel good about your size? Your same size as Dusty, East Coast. See, East Coast could never come over here now. Because when I got on the bus, I introduced Laura as the Hobbit. I got me and the Hobbit.
Yeah, I mean, because
Oh,
I'm only 5'6", 5'7".
That means
yeah, I thought
Dusty.
And
you were
Kate,
shorter than me, weren't you?
and Kate's well, you have bloody big heels on your daft sod.
That's still 5'9".
That means Dusty's running around like a 45-year-old sixth grader. All right.
I mean, Kate's 5'9".
4'27". Interesting size, Jim.
Between my legs.
6'3".
Well, as 12 inches would make an extra foot.
4'27" is 6'3".
Yeah.
Again.
Oh, bollock. Come on, Birmingham.
Well, I'm finding out what the weather is all across the world this weekend. The European Tour's playing in the United Arab Emirates.
How tall is Sarah? 5'6".
The American Tour's playing in Mexico.
Yeah, she's 5'6", Dusty. And I'm almost like I'm right at 6'2". Right below it.
You grabbed Sir Douglas right over.
Really? You can't just piss off over there? Go talk to him over there. Go and annoy your mum. Come on.
Is
And
Pickle still stashing stuff?
And Uncle Bill
Don't even go there, Paul. He was flying around with crochet hooks last night.
Flying with a what?
Crochet hooks.
Oh, crochet hooks.
a crochet hook. Huh.
Don
Oh,
Fisher.
he's probably auditioning for remake of Peg Leg.
Does Laura crochet?
Really, TJ?
I mean, I
Really?
never. I mean, I know.
Yeah, she's done live streams where she's been doing it, I think, hasn't she?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
She runs her own crochet club.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I have seen that actually before. So I don't know. Just
I actually
kind
think you're on that crochet club, TJ.
Have you not seen her on the screen hitting that little ball with a wooden mallet?
Oh,
That's
croquet.
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 Not crochet.
Oh, that's funny.
Good. If you're taking the curtains down, then they need to go in the kitchen so I can wash them.
Yeah.
Good luck.
and you get that look that goes, "You talking to me?"
Yes. I am so looking forward to Laura putting up that Christmas tree this year because I don't have to take it down.
No,
I have
but
trained. I've trained Bickle to take it down, and if I put the box in the center of the room, he's going to take them baubles back to the box and drop them in the box.
you won't.
Are you talking about the Christmas balls?
Baubles, not balls.
Watch him actually help Laura set it up. Starts bringing everything out for her.
No,
Are y'all doing a real tree this year or a fake one?
we're in the UK. We don't do real trees.
I
A lot
don't.
of people don't.
Them fucking pine needles get everywhere. Screw
Yeah.
that for Game of Soldiers. You look at me. We're lucky you even put up a tree.
I must admit, I didn't last year, but the year before we had a real tree.
A lot more people do fake trees these days than real ones. It's more popular over here too. Because you'll see a lot of
and you just buy those like little stick things that make the tree smell like a real one.
Now, all I'm having this year, TJ.
One of them little air fresheners they hang from your window at the car wash on your mirror.
Yeah. You know the LED signs out in the dress? That's going up in the window, and it's going to say, Merry fucking Christmas, you arseholes.
Merry fucking Christmas, you asshole.
And if I see some nice person walk past, I could quickly change the message going, Merry Christmas. Have a good time.
You just put only 366 days until next Christmas.
No, you'll drive by a lot of tree lots that sell Christmas trees, and they'll still have a shit ton of them left at the end of it. I know the last year I was at Walmart, we sold them, and we had still like maybe 40 of them left. And we had to stack them up outside, and then this company came by and got them.
Yeah.
I was going to use them, I think, for mulch or something, or they were going to chop them or make mulch or something out of them. But they came by and picked them up.
You should have gone out giving them to the homeless people to burn.
Yeah, I have other plans for LED signs, TJ. I'm going to stand out stores, right? I'm going to stick it to the store window, and it says, for the next 10 minutes, 50% off everything. Watch everyone go piling in, take the sign down, and run away.
Yeah, real Christmas trees actually make good homes for like the fishes because people just throw them in the lakes and shit, and they just sink to the bottom.
That is not a real good thing to do with your real Christmas tree, TJ.
They float, wood floats.
Oh yeah, true. But if it absorbs like a lot of water, then
No.
It doesn't suck to the bottom, TJ.
All you'll do is piss off a lot of people with a lot of boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, around here you can actually get in trouble for throwing them in the lakes. They'll get mad at you. A lot of people just throw them in burn piles though because they'll catch you. I mean, you can burn a dry Christmas
Do you
tree
not
up
have
in a matter
zoos
of
over there?
minutes.
Do you have zoos over there?
Yeah, why?
Zoos take them. As long as they're real Christmas trees, zoos will take them.
What does a zoo do with a real Christmas tree?
They use them for the animals, for nesting. Some animals eat them. It's like pumpkins.
Or they could use it to scratch their back.
Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go around collecting pumpkins this time of year as well for the animals.
You trying to get up on the desk, man?
All you have to do with a real Christmas tree is just put it outside and the council will pick it up.
Yeah, because the council sell it to the zoos.
Mm.
But if you ring the zoo up, they'll come and take it for you for free of charge.
We haven't got a zoo anywhere near us.
You haven't?
No, I think the nearest one would be probably Knowsley.
Knowsley, Blackpool, all
Yeah.
them sort of. They'll still
Yeah.
come and get them.
They're still 50 odd miles away.
They'll still come and get them. They're worth a lot of money to them. Oh, come on, Birmingham.
I've got one growing in my back garden that I
Get
planted.
it!
Like I
Did
know a
you-
lot of.
Did you
lot of
see that,
people-
guys? I said, come on, Birmingham, and Birmingham scored. Literally, as I said it. Right, so let's see if this works. Come on, Cardiff. Come on, West Ham.
Now a lot of people just throw them in their burn pits because I mean you can burn up a dry Christmas tree in minutes. Those things catch up like tinder boxes.
And they smell nice.
Yeah, they actually do. So yes, when that sap
A
starts
pine
burning.
smell. Yep.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I have to say about America. The one thing you do better than the UK, and that is repair windows. Because in National Lampoons, when he cuts that tree and it goes through the window, the next scene, the window's back in place.
Oh, I love in the newer movie when they, or what was it, Daddy's Home or whatever, when they cut down the fucking cell phone tower because it was made to look like a tree. He said, "How much did that tree cost you anyway?" It was like $25,000. Cell phone company came out and billed them for the tower. And they actually put it up in the house too.
If you paid all that money, you might as well.
All you see is the top of the cell phone tower that they cut it and put it inside the house. Because there's some places around the country that require you make the towers look like trees. Like, it's kind of
Yeah.
stupid because it doesn't really look like a tree. Like you totally tell it's a tower, but they try to make it look like a tree.
Yeah, but I think that's how they should do it. I think everywhere should do that, you know. Make it look like a tree and then, yeah, in keeping with the area.
Yeah, nail a few bird nesting boxes to the side of it.
Yeah. And then the
dude,
wind comes along and blows it over. You just go back and pick it up and put it back up.
what you looking at, man? Don't be side-eyeing me now.
Who's that? Your dog, Bo?
No.
No, CJ. The dogs are now down the pecking order.
Yes.
He's now got a bearded dragon.
That's
it's
Doug.
be-
He's,
pretty
he's sitting on
dragon.
my arm at the desk. He's just sitting on my arm looking at me.
That's the point. I've been getting a lot of on Facebook, scrolling through the reels. I get a lot of the Family Feud episode clip things, and the last one I saw was 100 people knew more Italian than they knew. Name Italian word. They came out with pizza, spaghetti, and pasta. What the fuck?
You mean nobody said ciao?
Yeah, chow was the top answer, but the rest of them were like pizza, spaghetti.
Yeah, but then you ask them to spell ciao and see how many get it right.
Yeah, because it's CIAO something and C something like that.
It's CI.
AOC in it.
No, there's no C on the end of it. I think it's just AO. I think that's it.
Hey, Justin, turn your camera on and show us your little buddy.
Oh, my camera's not plugged in. I unplugged it a couple weeks ago because it wasn't working. I was having
Yeah,
issues with it.
CIAO.
Hmm.
For hello and goodbye. Ciao. Ciao. Fuck
Then
off. I just got here.
arrivederci. Limoncello.
All right, don't leap off my desk like you did yesterday.
The only problem with playing horseshoes is when you throw it and it comes back like a fucking boomerang, it hurts. Oh, fuck off, West Ham.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it. We're down to 7 people watching.
Okay.
We don't really care how many people are watching. It's us that are talking.
Yeah, it's us. We're the party people.
Well, Giggles is looking hungry.
No, I was just eating some grapes.
If TJ was hungry, he'd eat his fingers. He's fine.
You
He's very self-sufficient.
gonna go back in your cage? Yeah. Go back up on your light.
Cage.
He's just zipping up his trousers. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I see you waving at me.
He's waving.
Yeah, I'll walk in the room sometimes and he'll prop his front legs up and he'll sit there and wave at me.
That's funny.
And then he'll run at the door that opens up on the front of his terrarium and he'll
I
climb
can
up.
just envision him doing this. That's funny. That's pretty good.
And then he runs to the door.
It has a
Yeah.
door.
Yeah, it's a terrarium, so it opens from the top, but it also has a big sliding door or a big glass door that opens up on the front, so you don't have to go for. Because you know how most aquariums and tanks are, you have to have those
vivariums,
heating
you have
lamps.
to go out the top. Yeah.
Well, you have to have those heating lamps up there, and if you're constantly having to open the lid with those on top, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So they designed it where you could go in from the front and get them.
Yes.
Pretty
So
much.
what does he do when he goes to the front of the tank?
Oh, he just sits there and scratches on the glass till I open the door, and then he'll jump in my hand.
Wow.
These lizards have quite the personalities, man. I've been watching a lot of videos on them, and they really do act like dogs almost to a certain extent.
Now, what do your dogs think about him?
They don't really even pay attention to him. Tyson gets a little interested in him when he's out and being held, but he doesn't really do nothing. We don't let him down on the ground or anything with the other animals.
I was gonna say you should try and put him on the floor, let him crawl around and see what the dogs think. But that's
No, because I don't want them fucking
Not a
grabbing
good
them.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim says that it sounds to him like it's a lot of fun just to have him around.
Yeah, he is. He's like I said, and they have the funniest personalities too. They're not just like a boring lizard. Like they actually will recognize you and they get excited when you come home and different things like that. And they're not aggressive at all. They're very, very nice.
Yeah, Jim says get a hamster ball and put it in it, let it roll around the floor.
But when they get big enough, you can actually.
That's pretty good.
But when they get big enough, you can actually buy one of the really tiny dog harnesses and actually put it on them and take them for walks. They like to go for walks. Yeah, they like to walk like dogs.
I like to get a bigger hamster ball that has the and just put him in there and let him crawl around the house.
That's funny. That's pretty good. Actually.
But But yeah, they like to go for walks like dogs too. You put them on a little harness and a leash, and they'll walk with you.
That's funny.
Now the hamster ball, that's you could do a YouTube video on that.
I don't think that would work because they don't have the best traction on smooth surfaces like that. Like if you put them on a wooden floor or like a tile floor, they have to use a lot of. They have to like really run.
Well,
try to get traction.
couldn't you take a hamster ball and then take and put some of those traction strips in there for him to run on?
I don't want to do that because I don't want somebody kicking it or it getting hit and then it goes flying.
Goal.
Go.
Oh,
4.
home run!
That'd be funny if you were a golfer and he used to sit in your golf bag while you went around the golf course.
But in the
Yeah.
next 6 months, he's gonna be a foot and a half. He'll get up to 2 feet.
Oh, really?
He's gonna get way bigger, and he'll be able to go into a hamster.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna get huge.
Like Lee Evans says, you've got to feel for the rugby players that own cats. Them poor cats, you know, they're just about to eat their dinner, and the rugby player just comes along and whacks it one.
Well, what you could do is when he gets bigger, you could get him one of those kids' electric cycles, the little ones. He get on there and drive around and.
Burnley have scored, David.
I know, wankers.
Yeah, see, TJ, this is what he does to me. He'll look at me and he'll do that. See? And he does that.
United drew 2-2 against.
That's funny.
But see, that's a small one. Let me find you and show you what they look
If
like.
you actually look there, TJ, it was like, come over here and I'll fucking slap you.
Come here.
See, and then this is what they're like when they're big. See how much bigger he is?
Yeah, yeah,
Being on that person's shoulder, they get big.
yeah.
No, I'm not going to slap you. I'm just going to fucking eat you.
And they actually did. They'll get to a point where they kind of seem to understand you, because like one girl, she was actually telling her bearded dragon what to do, and it was listening to her. Like he came over to her trying to get her food. She said, "You go back over to your pillow and you sit there." And he turned around and went right back over to his pillow and sat on it and sat there and watched, looked at her.
Oh wow.
So like I said, they're seem to be very intelligent.
Well, that's what TJ's wife says about him.
Yeah. You go and sleep on the sofa. And don't you move until the morning. Hello.
Now, does he have like any little blankets he likes to curl up in or anything, or no?
No.
Not at the moment, no.
Oh.
They do like getting into warm spaces.
You cuddles?
Like if you put them in a real soft blanket and just kind of lay it over them, kind of overlap it a little bit like a little burrito, but you don't put any pressure on it, just kind of lay it on them. Yeah, they'll fall right to sleep because they like the heat. Oh, let me find that one funny video. Hold on. So like this one actually has a favorite sock. Watch this. This is funny as hell.
He's like humping the sock.
I see he's watching the dryer.
Yeah.
Like I said, they have very. Like I said,
Teddy,
they have
come on,
very.
West Ham.
They have very funny personalities. Like I've been watching a lot of people's different, and as they get older and they get real used to you, and they start understanding you, they get these like really funny, almost like dog type personalities.
West Ham have equalised, Mark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spurs drew United 2-0.
Yeah, no. Just need Cardiff to score now and Birmingham.
Well, Blackburn got beat.
I know. What a shame. What a shame.
Oh, that's funny.
And Sarah absolutely loves feeding them. I have a big long pair of tweezers from one of my electronics kits that we use, and she picks up like little pieces of apple and like
You still feed it to
some
like
different
the
things.
you still feed it like the crickets and stuff?
Yeah, so when they're younger, they need to be on a very high protein diet, so a lot of crickets, worms, and then you kind of mix in a little vegetables with that and get them used to eating that, because then as they get older, you want it to go the opposite way. They need to eat a little bit more greens and less protein. So they do have a kind of a balanced diet you got to follow.
Like a little sweater.
This is why we're not getting the bearded dragon.
That's funny. He's riding in a tank.
Later, Jim.
Dude, did he really eat? Oh my god.
Oh, God. City are at home to Liverpool tomorrow.
No, because that's an iPad.
Yeah, he's playing that game, the Bug Smash game. It was real popular like 10 years ago. It was like the Fruit Ninja almost.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
Well, like I said, for lizards, they're very chill. Like they're not like monitors. I watched a guy that had a couple monitors, lizards. Those things are fucking mean, dude. They were hissing at him and everything. Like you could pick them up and stuff, but they were very unpredictable.
Yeah. He's waving.
He's doing exercises.
Yeah.
They're actually good with other animals if you introduce them to them slowly.
Let's go for a ride.
See, that I wouldn't do with the laser. Because their eyes are very, very sensitive.
Yeah.
If you hit their eye with that laser by accident, you can really hurt them. I know a lot of people, when they see the laser videos, like I'll read the comment sections, And a lot of the bearded dragon owners will bitch at him for doing that. No, he's gonna be a good fun pet though to have. Oh, and they actually do like watching TV too,
Oh, do they?
because they have the same, like, even more better vision than we do as far as colors go. So they really like the colors,
Oh.
and you can put up a little, like, set up a tablet or something, and they'll sit there and watch it for hours.
That's like my birds. They sit and watch football.
I'll take a look at it, Jim, in a minute.
Yeah,
Sorry.
my cat used to sit in front of the telly watching the motorbike racing and try and knock the riders off.
Can you feed those things dairy products like cheese and shit?
No.
No, you want to feed them like leaves, like greens, carrots. Fruit is a treat. You want to only do
You
like
said carrots,
once every
and you
2
didn't-
weeks.
You said carrots then, not parrots, didn't you?
Carrots. But you don't want to do like fruit very often. That's like a 1 in every 2 week treat you want to do for them, because it's high in acids, which isn't good. It's okay for them in small amounts, but they shouldn't have it in large amounts. So you give them a little bit of fruit every couple weeks.
So are you gonna get another one? You gonna get another buddy or what?
No, they're solitary animals. It's not really good to have multiples unless you have a really, really big enclosure,
Okay.
because they'll
They-
tend to fight.
It's the same as birds. If you have a single bird, you can learn it to talk, you get it to do all sorts of random shit. But if you get it a companion, it can it'll pair with the companion and then disassociate with a human. Oh, for fuck's sake, Birmingham, you wankers!
What did Jim want you to share there, Justin?
Put the link in the chat, Jim. Be easier to do it that way. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to send it. Yeah, they had geckos too. I was looking at those. I just like the look of the bearded dragons, so I decided to go with that one. And then plus the research I did on them, it was just,
That looks like TJ relaxing.
they seemed like they were, who's going to be a fun animal to have.
Huh, huh.
Copy that link.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny.
Oh, it was a short. Hold on.
When this guy was showing off the huge fish he caught, I don't think
Oh yeah. I see. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh,
That's disgusting.
when this guy was showing off the huge fish he caught.
When this guy was showing off the huge fish he caught, I don't think he expected the fish to like him this much.
but
Paul's watching it again.
That's pretty funny.
I've noticed that a lot with Zoom lately. If you play a video in the background, Zoom picks it up. The noise suppression ain't working as good.
let's see here. I'll show you the terrarium he has. So it opens up here on the lid, but you obviously can see the heat lamps are up there, so it just lifts straight up. But this whole section from here all the way around comes open like a big door. So you can access everything.
Yeah.
Which makes it easy for cleaning and everything. You don't have
So
to.
he can come and go.
Well, if I open it up, there's a lock that's built into it that locks it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
leave it open for him just to come in and out. He's not.
Look
big
a bit
enough.
small to me.
It'd be kind of useless for me. It'd let all the water out.
It's just a camera. It's a lot bigger than it seems. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a lot of people get those like big cabinets that have like the sliding glass doors, you know? They're
Yeah,
all
that's what I
enclosed.
was.
And that's what I'm gonna get when he gets bigger. That will fit on the entire dresser. across
Don't
the whole
forget
dresser.
though, when you get one of them, if you're just buying a standard cabinet and not a pre-made one, put aluminium metal around it and then your pictures over the top because they will chew through the wood.
What I'm gonna do is line it with plexiglass and then silicone it up with some special silicone that's for fish tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like animal safe silicone. And I'll just go get it. I'll just measure the cabinet out and then go over to Home Depot or Lowe's and they'll cut me some plexiglass right to the size I need. And then I'll just come home and pretty much just piece it all together with inside of it so it's sealed. That way, no water, if any water leaks or anything, it's not going to damage the cabinet.
I'm not sure that plexiglass would be good enough because that scratches.
No. You've got to be careful.
Might be.
Two things you have to be careful of. One
might be better.
Yeah, one scratching and digging, and the other one is the effects of your heat lamp.
Yeah.
Because heat lamps on plastic are not very good. That's why I said aluminium would be better.
You're funny, Dusty.
No, you might be better off just lining it with glass, proper glass.
But aluminium, especially for the bottom, when the heat lamp heats up, it also heats the bottom up and then pushes the heat back in where you need it.
But aluminium's a soft metal, so they'll be able to scratch aluminium as well.
Very rare.
No.
Yeah, but their claws, even when they're big, aren't that
Down, you scratched me.
invasive.
Okay.
And the ones I saw, the one that I saw that the lady built herself, one of the ladies I watch on YouTube that has a bunch of different bearded dragons, she's got multiple enclosures. She lined the bottom and the three sides with plexiglass and then sealed it in, and she hasn't had any issues with them. She said it worked great. She's got big ones too. She's got multiples. She's got like 4 or 5 big bearded dragons, and they all have their own enclosures.
But again, it's all about the size and the heat lamps. Make sure, obviously a bigger unit would have less effect from the heat lamps.
And then what I'll do is I'll take my router, cut the top of the cabinet out, and then put screen over it, like metal screen.
This is one of my arguments with the local pet shop.
And then I'll put the heat lamps up there.
Yeah, because the local shop, he's selling bearded dragon lights, but they're LED. Nah, it ain't giving enough heat, mate. Back in.
Yeah, because like I have the double bulb lamp. One of them's a UV light, and then one of them's a heat lamp.
That's
but
the
you
one
can
you
use,
need.
and I was watching a couple of experts, like these guys on YouTube that actually raise them and sell them and everything, and they have like hundreds of snakes. Like these guys really know what they're doing. They've said it, like on the heat lamp side, you can use just regular incandescent bulbs. They say as long as it puts off heat.
I'm gonna go catch
no
a
more
ship,
than 100
Justin.
watt.
Right, catch you in a bit, Bob.
They said anywhere between 60 to 100 watt on a regular incandescent, because they're trying to tell you, you don't need to go buy this light bulb because it's technically labeled for reptiles, when you could just go to the store and buy this one.
The best bulb to get.
Well, is you can't now over here. They don't sell incandescent lamp bulbs anymore.
Actually, they do, because you can still get them for the old DJ lights. They're the best ones to get. because they push off some serious heat.
Just like another thing they pointed out was like when you go buy the fake plants to put in your terrariums and all that shit, right? The same people that make those are the ones that make the fake ones that are in like the craft section for fake plants and stuff that people just put around their house. And if you actually go buy those, it's like almost 5 times cheaper because
Yeah.
they're not labeled for reptiles or aquariums. So you can actually go buy those for cheaper in that area of the store instead of buying the ones from the pet section.
Yeah, like I said, the old disco bulbs, they're only like £1 for a bulb, but the fucking heat they push off.
Because the guy even said, he was like, it's the same exact material. He said it's not nothing different. He goes, the ones that they sell in the pet section aren't like special made ones that are pet friendly, pet safe material. He goes, it's the same exact material. Same companies make them, they just repackage them. So he was kind of pointing out things that you could go buy at a regular store that would work just as good and not labeled for reptiles. That way you're not spending all that extra money on something that's labeled for reptiles when you don't need to. That was the biggest thing with the light bulbs. He was like, you don't need to go buy a special heat bulb that's labeled for reptiles. He said you can use any regular incandescent bulb that's 60 to 100 watts.
Don't forget to get him a bridge.
A bridge?
Yep. You can either get the big stone ones or get the wooden bird ones. Just gives them something to climb over and exercise on when they're in.
I built him that hammock too. He really likes that. I found that.
Like I said, you put a bridge in it, you watch. He will climb over it and he'll go under it and he'll wait for his food to climb onto the bridge and then he'll just jump out from underneath and go yam.
Oh, dude, he's fucking vicious when I drop those crickets in there, man. He comes up off of his perch up there where he likes to bask under the light. And he just he's fast, dude. He gets down on the ground there. Those crickets don't stand a chance. Like I said, their vision is like really, really good.
I've got a picture somewhere of a bearded dragon with 2 crickets sat on its back.
But then that's the one thing too, is they won't overeat. Like if I put say 6 crickets in there and he eats 4 of them and he's full, he won't mess with the other 2 until he's ready to eat again. They'll run around in there until he's ready to eat again.
Yeah,
so they won't.
And then 2 poor crickets are going, well, anytime now, we're going to be lunch.
But that's the one great thing about it is that it's not that he's not going to just eat and eat and you accidentally overfeed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things the 2 girls, like I said, because the pet store I went to isn't like PetSmart, which a lot of people hate because they don't really know a lot about the animals in there.
No.
Where this place, these girls really knew their shit. Like they knew it, and they make sure they give you all these pamphlets, and they really ask you, do you have any other questions? We're here to help. Like, and they'll tell you, come back if you have any questions. Like, they're very helpful. They really knew their stuff.
The best pet store.
I found that Pets at Home are pretty knowledgeable in there.
Nah, they are not.
I want to go to that damn. What was it like? Pet. What was the name of it? Pet supermarket or whatever.
Pet supermarket, right.
Yeah.
But the best pet stores to go to, if you go into a pet store and you say, I want a bearded dragon, and they'll give you all the information. They'll ask you, what have you got, what you need, and then they'll tell you your budget, and they will not sell you one there and then. They don't go, take this one. They'll say, go home, research it, come back. They're the best pet stores because they're the ones that the animal's interest at heart.
Because she is, and I asked her, I said, man, I was like, or I told her when she was talking to me, I said, hey, you know a lot of stuff about these things. Because I'd already done some research where I went in there and I was telling her, yeah, I already have this, but I need this, because I haven't picked that up yet. So she was helping me with that. And she goes, they make us do a 2-month like shadow with somebody that's experienced. And then
Yeah.
they actually have to take a written test at the end of that 2 months where they give them basic knowledge questions to make sure that they've been paying attention
That's
into
what
it.
I mean. That's a
Oh, yeah.
sign of a good shop. If you go to Pets at Home, half of them have just been employed off the freaking job centre.
Yeah, and then they don't know anything. Like I've been in PetSmart before and asked them questions about something. They're like, "Yeah, I don't really know." Like they'll straight up tell you, "I don't know." And where these girls at this one that I go to, that's why I like going there, too. They regularly go and pick up the animals. They interact with them. You know,
Oh,
they which
yeah,
is
Pets
good.
at Home do that, but yeah, I have issues like when I went in for Finch Seed, which they used to sell. The guy was trying to convince me that I could just sieve out the seed from Budgie Seed. I'm like, it's not even close to the same seed. You know, just because it looks the same doesn't mean it is the same.
And pretty much everything
Oh,
those girls told me
oh,
at the store, and then I was watching those two experts that were on YouTube that run reptile. They're like reptile breeders and professionals. Everything they were saying was exactly what the girls were saying. They were like, "Don't use these type of lights. Don't use," because one of the things you can buy is like reptile sand that's made for reptiles to put in their enclosures. And she told me, she goes, even though we sell it, I don't recommend you buy it. She goes, because they like calcium and there's calcium in the sand and they'll tend to try to eat the sand over time. And she goes, that's not good for them. Like she would tell me, and then like even though they sold the red bulbs that are for the lights for at nighttime, she said don't use the red bulbs. She says it can hurt their retinas over time. She
yeah.
goes, like, even though they were selling the product, she was steering me away from them. She's like, don't use this. And then when I was watching the guys on YouTube, they were saying the same exact thing. Don't use the reptile sand. Don't use the red lights. At
Mhm.
nighttime, just use you can buy a ceramic light bulb that doesn't actually put off any light. It's just a heat. You plug
Yeah.
it, you screw it into the
So
heat
what?
lamp,
So what? Why do
and then
they
it
sell
just
this?
heats.
What? Why do they sell the things that they tell you not to use?
I, I don't know.
Because what's good for a bearded dragon may not be good for a different sort of lizard. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's why they sell it. So some people go, oh, just because it's good for that lizard, I'll get it for my bearded dragon. No,
and
no, no,
some
no.
people are
It's
just
not
hard
the same.
headed. They'll buy whatever they think they want to buy. You know. I actually went in and listened to the girls. You know, I didn't just go in there and say, well, you know, they didn't tell me, oh well, the sand's not good for bearded dragons because this and this, and then I'm like, oh well, I'll take it anyway. You know, I actually listened to what they were saying. But all the bit of research I've done of people online that, from what I can tell, are experts because of the businesses they run, they all have said the same exact thing the girls told me, so they knew what they were talking about. So just like they told me, don't use heat rocks.
And then Justin finds out who's watching the in-store training videos.
Because like they told me, they said, don't you remember the heat rocks you could buy back in the day?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
They don't sell them at the pet store, but she's like, don't use those. She goes, they seem like a good idea, but they're not regulated and they can get super hot to the point where they can actually burn the animal. She's like, if you're going to put something in there for heat, extra heat, you do one of the reptile heat pads that has that's
I was going to
regulated.
say, the better ones they get are the ones that you can put underneath a cat bed,
So
like
like,
a little heat pad.
and since bearded dragons like to climb, they like to be high normally, right? So he's
Yeah.
always up on his perch most of the time. The hammock I made for him. I put the heat pad right behind that, so at nighttime when he's laying up there, he can sit right up against the heat pad and stay warm. Like this morning, I woke up and he was literally freaking spread eagle on the heat pad on the side of the thing sleeping.
Yeah.
But the heat pad doesn't get hot enough to hurt him because it's regulated.
Really?
It gives him just enough heat to where he can lay on it, and it keeps him nice and warm throughout the night. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a UV lamp that's like a bar. It's kind of like a little light bar that's about 2 foot long. And I'm going to put that across in front of the heat lamps for the UV. And then I'm going to take the UV bulb I have in there and I'm going to put a ceramic bulb in there. That way I can just have one light on during the day. And then at nighttime, I can turn the ceramic one on for them for extra heat.
Pickle.
Plus, that was another thing the experts were saying too, that the UV bulbs that they tend to sell with those double lamps, like the one I bought, they said don't tend to give them quite enough UV like they need. So they both channels had recommended the same exact UV bar, so that's what I'm going to end up getting here next week. And I'm going to take the UV bulb out and put a ceramic bulb in there. So at nighttime we can turn off the light heat lamp and then just turn on the ceramic bulb and you won't get any light from that.
What's the difference between a ceramic one and the other one?
Ceramic doesn't actually put off any light. It's just a heat bulb.
It's a dark, what they call a dark light,
Yeah.
Oh.
and they're just
Well-
made for heating up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just an element.
It's just an element inside of a ceramic looking bulb and it just puts off a bunch of heat. So you don't have that way at nighttime when you're sleeping and the dragon's sleeping, it doesn't disturb anybody. Because they like to sleep at night and be up during the day like we do. They're not a nocturnal lizard. They like to be up during the day. They like the sunlight. That's why during the summertime it's going to be great, because as warm as it is in Florida, it'll be great for him to be able to go outside and sit outside,
Yeah.
because he'll
You
really
can just
enjoy
put-
that.
You just put the cage out there and like let him look around.
Well, I'm saying when he gets about time next summer rolls around, he'll be big enough where I can take him outside on like I said, on like a little leash and walk him around outside for a little while.
uh,
And he can go out there and get some natural sunlight and walk around, get some fresh air.
yeah. Oh, that's funny. What do the harnesses? What do the harnesses look like?
Most people were just using the little small dog harnesses, the real small ones for really tiny dogs. And you just put it around their two front legs and clip it underneath them, and then you just put the leash on the back like a dog.
Oh, that's funny.
But they like walking like dogs, dude. I've seen tons of videos where people are walking them down the street, down the sidewalk, just like a dog.
That's funny.
It's good exercise for them. Plus, it's like I said, they're out getting natural heat, natural sunlight, because they like to be between like 80 to 102 degrees. That's the temperature they like to be in. So, because they're technically desert lizards. They're not tropical, they're desert. So they like the heat. If I was living in Southern California, it'd be even better. That'd be totally his environment.
Walking their bearded dragon. Let's see.
Are you looking at videos?
Yeah. Oh, like this one right here. That's hilarious.
Loud.
Yeah, mute it, TJ.
Blackpink.
Yeah, see, you can actually buy that. Those are leashes that are actually ones that are made for them, but you can also use the dog harnesses too.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah, they like to go for walks.
That's funny. Oh, here you go, the one with the slide. That's funny. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, bearded dragons don't have the best traction on hard surfaces like smooth surfaces. Like if you
Yeah.
watch people's videos of them running across their hardwood floors, it's hilarious because they're not as quick on those type of floors as they are on like carpet. On carpet, they're really fast,
Yeah.
but they're kind of like a dog trying to run on hardwood floor. You ever seen a dog try to run full bore on hardwood floor and they're just sitting there running in place?
Have you had a
Yeah.
bearded dragon before, Justin?
No.
So I take it you recommend them, right?
I mean, so far, yeah, I've had a blast with them so far. And like I said, the biggest thing with them from all the research I've done so far on them is just you got to get their diet right. That's the biggest challenge, is just their diet. Like I said, they have to be on a lot of protein when they're young, and then you slowly wing them on vegetables, which we've been doing, and he's been eating them. And you also want to introduce some calcium powder, like on their vegetables. You just sprinkle it on their vegetables and feed it to them. And then as they get older, you want it to go more veggies, less protein. But the hard thing with bearded dragons is some of them, it's really hard to get them to want to eat their vegetables. They're just like kids. So they have different ways that you can get them to try to eat. Some will just naturally, like mine, I can just feed him. He'll eat them, no problem. He doesn't give me no grief on it. But other bearded dragons will refuse to eat their greens, so they'll sprinkle like bee pollen on it, and it will make it sweet, so they'll want to eat it.
So they're not necessarily want vegetables.
Yeah, not all. Like I said, depends on the bearded dragon, because they all have like their own individual personalities. Like I said, they're just like
Likes
dogs.
and dislikes, yeah.
Yeah. Like mine, like I said, we fed him a couple little pieces of apple this morning, and Sarah fed him 2 or 3 things of greens, and then she gave him a couple mealworms, and then he had 2 or 3 crickets. Sarah loves feeding them. She just takes the big tweezers and holds it, and he'll grab it right off the tweezers. And that also, from what they've said, it also kind of helps you bond with the dragon, so it gets used to you and everything.
So you're feeding them, yeah.
Yeah. Because bearded dragons can be mean like wild ones. I was watching a guy running around Australia catching them, and they were hissing and everything else trying to bite him when he was picking them up. And then one guy I was watching on YouTube, he had a male dragon he rescued from a couple that had owned him, and he somehow got him. And for some reason, the bearded dragon didn't like females; he only liked males. So it took his wife like a month or 2 to be able to get where the dragon would actually let her pick him up. So
Really?
he had some kind of trust issues with females. I don't know why, and he doesn't know why. He doesn't know if maybe the female that owned him before was mean to him or what. But it does sound like Paul Edward refuses to eat his veggies. And I like the way some people were getting them to eat their vegetables is they would put the vegetables in there, and then they would sprinkle 2 or 3 little mealworms in there, and then they would end up grabbing the vegetables and eating them as they're eating the mealworms, and then they get used to it that way. I said that seems to be the hardest thing with them, is just mainly their diet. But once you do some research and you learn about it, it's really not that difficult. Once you get into a pattern with them.
Well, do you know about how old yours is?
He is about a month and a half.
Okay, so he's not very old. Did he
No.
come from another home or right out of the pet store?
No, he came from a pet store, which came from a licensed breeder.
Okay. Do they give? Do you have to register them with the state or anything
No.
like that?
No, you don't have to do that. If they do any animals like that in there that you do have to register, they do all the paperwork with you right there.
Okay.
They can give you the license and everything right there in the store, like the dogs and the cats, stuff like that. And they even have a veterinarian that comes once a week on Saturdays between 1 and 5 p.m. You can go in there and there's a vet on hand in the pet store there. They got a sign out front that says veterinarian every Saturday between 1 and 5. So if you have an issue, you can take it in there and see the vet right there at the pet store if you want. And then I was like, I've been looking at like what a healthy dragon looks like and everything. And from what I was watching on those guys' channels, he seems to be a very healthy one. So, because they tell you what to look out for and everything on their bodies and stuff, and he seems to be very healthy. So, and that's what the girls at the pet store told me too. They said he's a very healthy dragon. You shouldn't have no problems with him as long as you follow his diet correctly.
So he's just a young pup. Do they have any bigger ones there available?
No, they just sell all little ones.
Little ones, okay.
So from like a month to 3 months is juvenile, and then from 3 months to a year is like young adult, would be like a teenager. Like, and then obviously after that, after a year, then they're a full grown adult. But he'll probably be 3 times the size within the next few months. And then by the end of by a year, he should be at pretty much full size of what he's going to be. But he'll be about the size of a large keyboard, so he'll be pretty big.
Will he ever get the size of like an iguana?
No, not quite that big. They get about 24 inches, about 2 feet. It's about the standard large size of them. But there are different breeds of bearded dragons, like different breeds of them. Some of them will look really fat, like they can get really fat looking.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more plump than other ones. No, iguanas though, they'll get fucking huge.
Yeah.
My old boss, his wife had an iguana. That thing was fucking big, dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
the tail.
probably get about this big.
Oh, his tail alone was probably 3 feet.
Yeah.
Like he was big. He was a big boy, man. She used to bring him out and let everybody hold him. He was a pretty docile iguana. Wasn't mean or anything. He never whipped anybody or nothing with his tail.
Yeah, their tails hurt when you get whipped by them.
Yeah, I've been whipped by a iguana tail a couple times before. I've known a bunch
But you
of
kind of
people
have
that
to,
iguanas over the years.
you have to kind of hold their tails or whatever so they don't whip you or whatever.
Well, the iguanas are the same, right? Each one can have its own type of personality. Some can be very docile. Some of them can get aggressive. But I've seen some massive iguanas. Yeah, they get big. That one I saw over here about 2 years ago when I was coming up to that 3-way stop. I saw him run across the road into the bushes. He was pretty damn big. He was probably about 3.5 foot long.
Oh, the iguana.
Yeah. And he went running into the bushes, but had a bunch of cars in front of me, a bunch of cars behind me, so I couldn't really pull over at the time. Because there was no real place to pull over because it was like a wall right next to the road. And he ran into the bushes that were right outside the wall of the apartment complex. So there was no place to really pull off the road because I was going to pull off and grab him. But yeah, you're not even supposed to own them in Florida. You can actually get in trouble for owning them. I don't know what people do if they need to take it to the vet because I don't know if the vet has to report that or not. But I'll have to ask her next time if she was able to take it to the vet without no issues. Because I know they have a kill on site order, man. You see those things, you catch one, you're supposed to kill it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because out in the wild, what are they wild? Are they nasty?
No, they're not native to Florida.
They're not indigenous.
And they're ruining the ecosystem, especially in southern Florida where TJ lives.
Yeah. I heard when it gets cold here, like they'll fall out of the trees and just fucking just run.
Yeah, they're cold blooded like snakes. They have to have heat. Like the environment for Florida is like perfect for them. The hot, humid weather is perfect for iguanas, but they're not supposed to be here. Too many people have bought them and let them go. And yeah, there's been a kill on site order on those things for years.
Really?
Yeah, there was a guy actually just went viral about 2 weeks ago, and he had picked one. He caught one on the side of a lake, and he had it by the tail, and he was walking back, and the guy said, "Oh, let him go," and he goes, "No, I can't. I have to kill him." As he was walking back to his golf cart, and then the video ended, so I don't know what he did with him, but yeah, he was a pretty big one too. He was probably 2 or 3 foot.
You can eat them.
Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube that lives here in Florida that teaches you how to skin them and eat them and everything. He has like
Bet
a
they
bunch of
taste like-
recipes.
I bet they taste like chicken.
I have no idea what the fuck they taste like. But like I said, there's a guy on YouTube that lives here in Florida. Has got a pretty big channel, and he has like a bunch of recipes, and he shows you how to skin them and what parts to eat and everything. That's like his whole channel. Because he goes out and catches them all the time. Same with wild boars. There's a constant kill on those. They do hog hunts all over the place out here, where they do like Ron does. You can go there, pay them a couple $100, and they'll take you out boar hunt.
Someone's just sent me this video, right? It's apparently in Alabama. I'm sorry, but this has to be genuine in America because only in America would the cows want their beef back.
Oh my God, they're really coming
Hey, you back up!
They're in the lobby!
Yeah.
This is crazy! It's just cows everywhere!
Who left the door open? Move!
They're knocking over the drink thing! Only in Alabama, man! Oh my God, they're really coming
Just look at the end. Only in Alabama, man!
Wow.
And what you didn't see is after that, when the 20 rednecks showed up in their F-150s. All right, round them up, boys.
I want the veggie nuggets. The drive-thru. Can I take your order, please?
Yeah, in Texas, and I think they have some around here. They do the boar hunts where you get to go on the little bubble helicopter, little 4-seater helicopter. Those are the like real fast little helicopters, and they'll go out and you can shoot from the helicopter and shoot boars. People, that's a big business I know in Texas is the helicopter boar hunts. People love doing that shit. Get about 100,
Do they
150 feet
like?
in the air.
Do they ever like go up there with guns and like shoot them or something?
Yeah, they get into the helicopter. You'll have the pilot, the guide, and then you'll have the two hunters in the back, and they hang out the side with their rifles and they fucking chase the boars through fields and shit. And then you get to shoot them from the helicopter.
Don't believe him, TJ.
People
They
love
actually
doing
go
that
up
shit.
there with their guns, and when they're flying through the fields, they get the art kit out and they draw pictures of them.
They draw pictures of them.
Fucking art. Can you
What
hold
did Art
can
say?
the boar stand still, please?
Can the boar stand
It's got
still?
put a pretty little bush over here in the
Look to
corner.
the left. Look to the right.
Don't you worry about that little bush. That bush is our little secret.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Well, the boars I know in Texas, man, they are fucking out of control though. Like they can't kill them quick enough. Like these guys have those drop cages that have you seen them where they hang them from the trees? These big drop cages, and they'll put feed out there, and all of a sudden, like 20 boars will come out of the woods, and they'll just drop the cage around them and catch like 20 of them at a time,
Yep.
and then they just walk around the cage with the 22 and just lay them all out, and then they just bury them because a lot of people don't like wild boar meat, so it's not real popular to eat because it kind of tastes funky.
Well, TJ says you can always bore him.
I actually wouldn't mind doing a boar helicopter hunt. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You could have a boar barbecue.
A boar barbecue. I got one of those damn blowguns in the garage. Just take it up with me and just shoot a dart at the boar and see what happens.
Okay, all you're gonna do is piss it off.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? TJ's the type that'd be shooting a dart gun at him, and they'd turn around with a AK-57 and
Yeah.
The hell's an AK-57? You mean a 47?
Yeah.
No, the 57 is what the boys have.
Yeah.
Right. They don't want to bore you.
I don't want to bore you.
Right, I'm sorry, but that shit behind Paul, why has it not got googly eyes on it?
It looks like it. Those are the anchor holes.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
the-
but
Those,
right at
Those
the top,
look
them white circles, they should have googly eyes on them.
Oh, that's the symbol for the Algoma steamship lines.
I don't care.
Oh, I
They
thought
should
that
be
was
googly
the-
eyes.
oh, I thought
Right
that was
down
the
here,
holes
right
that
down
changed
here.
it.
Yeah, the two holes below.
Right down here is the anchor.
Yeah, that should be curved up with a mouth and then little white lines painted around that anchor hole, so it looks like it's like an evil monster going through the water.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till it loses power and comes into a port. It ain't the first time a ship lost power on that river.
That's for sure.
Get up, TJ.
What's TJ doing now?
I'm just
Talking
sitting
too
here.
much.
I'm not as confident. Background starting to get away from me a little bit. DJ's hard to get around. Covered over the rest of the team so much. I'm nervous.
Well, I don't look like the football results are going my way. You know what I mean? Look, TJ's box is always lit up. Just doesn't shut up.
Well, Elon hit another record 2 days ago. First one to hit 500 billion.
I don't give a fuck about that guy. I hope he chokes on his money.
Shit, I'll choke on 500 billion. Bring it on. Hey, you give me 10 million, I'll be happy. I'm not even greedy. Let's just walk into the bank. I want all 500 billion in cash, please. Small bills.
That'd be the ultimate thing for me, just to watch another banking crisis just wipe out all his money. Boom, gone.
He would still have something. 'Cause I'm sure he's got investments and other shit that wouldn't be affected by certain things.
I just don't see why he would need to take $1 trillion out of a company that's struggling as it is.
They voted on it. The shareholders did, though.
I know,
their
but he's the
decision.
major shareholder. It's like him and his family. It's like, of course they voted for it. It's like asking for a turkey to vote for Christmas.
Yeah, but you still have to have all your other shareholders vote on it, whether they own 5 shares of stock or 20 shares or $100 million in shares. They all vote on it. And it was a overwhelming majority voted on it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's up to the people that own the shares.
Yeah, but if he owns 50, how much percentage does he own of it? 51% or something?
I don't know. Let me see.
As long as he has.
How much percentage of shares does Elon own of Tesla? He owns he only owns 13%, and they upped it to 25% if he meets long-term performance goals. But there's a lot of companies that are hitting trillion-dollar valuations now. You had Apple, you had Nvidia.
Yeah, but when you think about the value of money, it's still literally the same amount of loaves of bread they can buy.
And altogether, he has 411
All right. I'm live.
million shares, just around 13% ownership before they did that deal.
Go get it, Pickle.
It says from
Go get it.
Fortune.com, they're saying they're 13%, but they increased it to nearly 29%. I guess at 29%, he's the main shareholder at that point. He doesn't even have to be at like 50%.
Oh no, it all depends, and like I said, it all depends how much shares his family have as well.
Well, like I said, he went from 13 to 29 is what they're estimating. And I guess that's enough to have full control of the company at that point. So it doesn't have to be that 51% or whatever.
Well, no, 29% is not enough. 29%, if the rest of the shares are diluted, is enough. But if you've got, so if somebody had if another person had 31%, they would own the controlling.
I'm just going by what Fortune.com says because they're the ones that deal with like all that kind of stuff.
It'll be how much is diluted, and it depends on how many of his family own shares in it and stuff.
No, he can be the major shareholder at 30%, but not the controlling shareholder.
It says he'll have the majority voting at 29%. He'll have a level of control.
Shut up, Justin.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he's got enough family members on the board, say they only own like 10%, but he's got like 7 of them.
Okay, so it gives him enough voting power to have major influence over the board, but shareholders still have more control than he does at the moment.
Yeah.
You're just basic shareholders. So they still have the power to fire him, but he has a huge influence.
So, when it comes to him asking for $1 trillion, he literally is like giving the money. It's like just going into a bank and saying, "Give me $1 million."
Well, like I said, but at the end of the day, I mean, all the shareholders voted on that, so that's up to them at the end of the day because they're gambling their own money.
Well, like I said, it depends on how many.
Because it's a majority vote, so even if there was 10,000 people that said no, there might have been 30,000.
Oh no!
So
West Ham have scored. Fuck you, Burnley bastards.
TJ, there's a tree behind you.
There's a tree behind me.
there is a tree behind you.
TJ,
wow,
there is a tree behind you. You ain't joking.
And it's waving at you.
It's waving.
And look, he's all on a private lake and shit. I really think he hangs out in the servants' quarters. TJ just hasn't forgotten where he's come from. He's down there slumming it with his belt.
That's funny.
That's
So
funny.
TJ, how much shit have you chucked in that water?
Not much really.
There's some drone
Some
batteries.
Christmas
in there.
trees
just one drone battery.
And a Christmas tree.
and a Christmas tree or two.
A Christmas tree or two, yeah.
Yeah. Don't need this TV anymore.
I should have chucked the TV out there. That would have been hilarious.
And I thought it turned its own radio on, and I thought, I touched that button. I'm sure I haven't
It's
touched
like I
that
said,
button.
he's down there slumming it with the help.
I don't think we're going to get to the fireworks.
Why?
Somebody.
Left yet. It's 5 o'clock.
AJ doesn't like streaming from a private library.
I'm not even ready yet.
These are still out as well.
So-
American, do you think it's them?
Who muted Mark because I think he was just about to.
Did you
I think
mute
that-
Mark, David?
No, I didn't.
He probably muted himself.
Either that or TJ did.
I didn't.
Well,
TJ
I
was
think-
sitting there rubbing
I
his
think-
beard.
Yeah. I think it was Kate he was talking to.
You just hit the wall.
It almost sounds like he's talking on it.
Would
Sounds
be
like
a bull
somebody's
in a
talking to him
china
on a
shop.
CB or something.
Am I past it?
Yeah.
Mark, are you on the phone?
I think it might be on his iPad or something.
I wonder if Zoom's actually picking up his phone call by accident. Because it sounds like somebody's talking through like a CB or something.
I think that was Kate. But anyway, guys, it turned out I'm going to the fireworks show.
Yeah,
What time's the fireworks show?
7:30.
Yeah, I'm jumping off too. I'll catch you.
So that is in 2.5.
Yeah.
2
Justin's
hours,
leaving,
45 minutes.
David's leaving. TJ's hungry.
Yeah,
DJ
I got
TJ's
people
gonna go and
knocking
clean
on the
that
back
lake
door, so
out,
I
aren't you,
gotta-
TJ?
I gotta go
All
take
right.
care